Hey all, and welcome back to KH3 Remind. We're done with the Remind campaign stuff, but now it's time for the limit cutscenes and the secret episode content. And I figured we may as well check out the secret ending from the base game, just because it will kind of set the tone for what's to come.
Yeah, I gotta jog my memory a little bit just to see what's coming up. I've tried to avoid spoilers as much as I can for this because, you know, I was looking over some of the previous videos you put up for this, and people in the comments are like, oh my god, he doesn't know this particular thing. So my ass is tight. I'm kind of ready for whatever revelations are gonna come here.
Well, there's not so much revelations as it is building up for the next saga, clearly. But it is better if you go in blind, because it is pretty crazy.
They're already what appears to be either the real world or Shibuya from The World That Ends With You or something like that. So the fear that Sora has invaded our real world, I mean, that's enough to get me frightened, alright?
Well, isn't that like what happened to Lightning in the final, like, Final Fantasy 13 game? She ends up in real world Paris.
I don't know, because weren't those games like lame and Lightning's fucking terrible or something?
Well, I don't really have the highest opinion of Lightning, but I hear the third game is pretty decent in terms of being a game, so...
It is good when the game you are playing is in fact a game of some kind.
I agree, completely. Alright, let's take a look at the top of this thing. There he is, good old Joe Zora.
There's a Spider-Man web swinging around in the background.
And then the Avengers come in, and oh, it's a big Square Enix hullabaloo.
Just gonna turn to the ending to Drakengard, and I'd rather not, personally.
The Master of Masters' chin looks surprisingly like Sora's for a second, though.
Were you looking at his chin? I wasn't looking at his chin.
Well, that's how I figured out that Xion was going to be something related to Sora, because in one of the very first trailers, or it might have been one of the final ones, I forget, it shows Xion, like, wearing a hood, but you can see her chin, and it's Sora's KH1 model, obviously.
Man, he's got, like, the chin magic over here. That's how he can tell. Well, just put him in a room of witnesses. I know that chin. Thanks. I've seen that chin somewhere.
I finally fulfilled my promise to you.
Hey, Tara, look at us. Who would have imagined her?
Look at us. What a pair.
So yeah, don't take it literally. Tara didn't really teach him anything beyond giving him a keyblade, but he's like, now I don't even have a chance to be a teacher. I guess that's what I deserve for starting this all in the first place.
I guess he kind of started it. I mean, we never really did learn. Maybe they'll cover it next time, and let's pretend I care. We never really did learn where Terra got this initial darkness from, that Master Xehanort was like, oh, yes, kind of.
Well, everyone has light and darkness inside them, THC, you should know this. I've been one to go on a tantrum every now and then, but then I end up healing the sick, and then it's like, oh yeah, he has both of them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Mind Darkness hasn't given me the ability to do, like, cool special attacks. Now, if it did, that'd be great. I'd like to throw out, like, a power wave every so often.
I've lost so many PCs doing the darkness wave.
Sure about this.
Yeah, I hate that. It's when you just accidentally blow up your computer. Sorry, I'm just getting a little too anime here.
I'm not alone this time.
Yeah, these three are actually going back into the world of darkness to look for Sora, so bit of continuity there, bit of continuation, and speaking of continuity, they're finally going to use these fucking things. Wait for it, it's coming.
Oh wait, the armor? Is that finally coming back?
Oh yes, capes and all.
You know, I guess it's interesting since Terra got his original armor destroyed, but I mean, look, you can upgrade and repair your Keyblades easily. I'm gonna assume armor is the same way.
Yeah, that's like pittance compared to making a new Keyblade, I would think.
Henshin, for the final time. Well, at least in this saga.
And there they go.
Don't fuck it up while I'm gone.
My mentor is Batman. That's amazing. Wait, am I a Robin?
Yeah, which Robin are you? Are you the one that gets piped to death by the Joker?
Probably... I see Riku as more of a Damien or a Tim, really.
Probably, yeah.
Wait, what was it Tim who was, like, clubbed to death? I honestly forget.
No, that was Jason Todd. Jason Todd was the one that got killed. At least we thought. Then he came back.
Look at this actual continuation of time and whatnot. We're a year in the future, like the Wayfinder trio have gone into the realm of darkness, and now we'll get updates from the rest of the cast.
Let's find out what Dylan's doing. You know, did he ever start speaking again? I really want to know. Oh my god, other Final Fantasy characters.
But if we still remember him, then he must still be with us.
Better voice acting. Thank Christ. This is still Doug Erholtz.
But we've been searching
I guess it's especially
everywhere for
relevant
Sora,
now,
and we
since
haven't
the
found a single
Final
clue.
Fantasy VII Disc
If he's
1
really
remake
out
is
there,
coming out. I think
don't you
it covers
think we
all
would
of
have
Disc
found
1.
something
I
by
actually
now?
don't know how far it goes. It's definitely not the whole original game.
Still Mae Whitman as Yuffie
Sid's been looking
there.
into the data
The
for
voice
a year
acting
now.
in the Limit Cut
the
stuff
people at
is
the castle
not
doing
great,
the same
especially
thing?
Riku, and
No
I'm
one's
gonna
found
say they
anything
did
yet?
this in a little bit of a rush, personally.
I
It's
would
outside their
imagine
field of
so, yeah,
expertise.
considering how this kind of DLC stuff
Come
tends
on,
to work.
Sid. Can you throw us a bone here, please?
Sorry, I'm running Linux here. It's a little complicated.
Alright, be quiet. I'm trying. I'm this close to something, I know it.
I don't remember who voices Sid, though.
Let me have a look at this. Sid,
Sid,
KH3.
you are a million times worse than a broken record.
Yeah, but records have value in class.
By the way, how are the others?
Well, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are searching
Just
for
pull a
clues
Breakfast
in
Club.
every
Don't
past
you
world that
forget
Sora's been
about
to.
me. Find out what everybody's been up to.
Okay,
Terra,
Chris
Zane,
Edgley is the voice
Aqua
of
went
Sid
to the
in
realm of darkness,
KH3.
And the Twilight
I
Town gang
don't
are
know who
studying
that
Roxas
is,
and
but I'm
Shion's
sure
memories.
he has an illustrious
And
career.
What about Kyrie?
Kyrie, you say? Well,
Kyrie.
we tried to make her relevant. God sweet Mike, did we ever. But sadly, we just had to put her ass to sleep for a year.
Yeah, she's gotten a little too anime for our taste.
She's not dead or anything, she's just sleeping.
She believes
No, they're
her
paying
heart
her
might
to
hold
sleep
clue
for a
about
study.
Sora. For a year, she's been sound asleep.
What, a
while they
fucking
search her
year?
heart.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I told you,
Making
man.
Progress.
Wow.
You'll notice she has, like, no IV drip or anything.
Yeah, because, I mean, she would
What
still
in
need
the-
to eat or get
What in the world
nutrients
is
or
this?
whatever.
What is it?
This computer, the one in Twilight Town, and the one in the castle are all connected to the same network.
Oh
They sent
gosh,
me all of
we
their
can play
data
World of
numbers,
Illusion via
stuff
NetPlay.
I
This is
already
amazing.
had, and
I think we
looky
would
here.
have known about this network connection a little bit
Sora.
sooner.
Oh, Data Sora. Not to be confused with the Data
Sora's
Sora and
inside
Conan.
the
Don't get it
computer?
mixed up now.
No,
Oh, yeah, no,
that's
can't
just
risk
the
that.
data constructed based on Sora and his fighting abilities.
Also
So
gave
you
him
gave
bigger
us a
muscles
heart
because he
attack
looked
for
like he
nothing?
needed it.
Ah, worked on his cars.
No, that group Sora was fighting, battalion something? Well,
I like that joke.
recreated their data too.
I was just explaining the extra
organization
fights.
Yeah, I kind of like this actually, because it was
Maybe
just
the
there
data was to where
in
Sora
KH2
is.
Final Mix.
Well, it crossed my mind.
I don't
but
really
must
see
be
Sid
better
as
at
much
this
of
than
a
I thought.
computer
Is that
guy.
data?
I mean, more of a
It's so
mechanic
powerful,
than
I can't
anything, but
access any of it.
computer guy, not so much.
He was the
You
airship
use
dude
Sora's
in
data to
FF7,
gain
wasn't he?
access?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
no, he
good
built
idea.
that airship.
Worth
He
a
was the
shot.
captain of it.
Yeah. Let's try.
There's a very high chance that we might, and when I say we, I don't mean Helldragon and I, that we might be doing FF7 Remake for the channel. I know there's a quick look coming up.
It is implied that we fight all the optional bosses.
Don't worry, the implying part hasn't happened yet. I'm just taking a look around now.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I also, pause, hope that too.
If it's the real organization.
Okay, Mandy Moore is
I
not
wish I could
voicing
keep
Aerith
them
here,
on
get
instead.
out.
But who is it voicing her?
I'm looking it up, mate, don't you worry.
Sora's data's been completely recreated.
Except that annoying part of him I hate.
Yeah, I got rid of him.
Also, with this, you also gain the ability to use data greeting, which is a fun little side mode where you can make your own custom little photos and dioramas of, you know, using models and scenes from the game. We saw some pretty funny ones so far, so that's been a really fun little feature.
What's great is KZ Excellent, who actually recorded the limit cutscenes as well as the secret episode stuff for us, has a marathon ongoing right now, and for the thumbnails on YouTube, he actually uses data greeting to make custom thumbnails based on scenes from the game and he's covering at the time.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
It's neat is what I'm trying to say. Look at this, I'm going to slowly walk around and you can see what's what.
Yeah, let's try to build this up as if we're gonna actually be doing the work here.
Oh boy, oh jeez.
This one isn't responding yet.
Yeah, you gotta take out all the others before you can take on 13 and 14, I'm pretty sure.
Why don't you just restart the ones that aren't working? That should boot it up.
I'm not sure it's that type of system, mate, honestly.
Well, it's a computer, I would imagine it should have the functionality for that.
Oh, are you silly, dumb slut? Of course it doesn't, it's Kingdom Hearts. Sora is not updated.
Yeah, no, I hate it when that happens. You gotta restart Sora, you gotta put in the patch. I hate that shit.
So this is after you've beaten all the Limit Cut bosses, by the way.
A bummer.
See, I told you, it is implied that we did it.
Bet you didn't expect me, bitch.
I did not, because I did not expect you to have any sort of relevance whatsoever.
Oh, I hope I didn't startle you.
Although I did mean to startle you, Yuffie.
It is funny when you squirm.
I was asked to come by Merlin and Master Yen Sid.
Exposition needs to be told whimsically, don't you know?
Yes, Riku is his name.
Here, I'm Riku.
I thought you'd be taller. Never mind.
Actually, you're fucking huge. Like, puberty hit you like a truck.
That's true. He is a very tall man.
Huh? My dreams?
Dream Drop Distance 2, Dream Drop Distance 2, Dream Drop Distance 2!
It was dark, and I was surrounded
And this
by
weird
tall
dream
buildings.
too, where I'm in class giving a
looking around for
presentation, but
Sora,
everybody's in their underwear. I
felt
don't think
someone
that
watching
means
me
anything.
from
It could.
nearby.
You never know.
Yeah, well, we're not going to THD's Nightmare World in what I hope will be Dream Drop Distance
And that's
2.
all I remember.
I don't know. I mean, the recurring dreams I tend to have is where I'm late for school. And I'm just like, I guess that's a weird holdover from my youth. I don't know.
The ones I have, it's like I'm trying to activate or work a device or something, and I can never get it to work, so I'm always like having to reboot or retake stuff. Like, I got rid of the retakes in my, like, waking life, but the dreams are a little bit harder.
That's why he
It kind of reminds me of that dream that Homer had when he was trying to, I think he needed money, and he had it, you know how he was having a dream where he invented something that would give him money?
Yeah.
Because everybody would probably, but everybody kept covering it up, so he
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
see what
exactly
it was.
it, yeah.
Yes, dear. I'm sure there's something there that leads to Sora.
So yeah, everyone's looking for Sora in different ways, and I guess Riku will have to go into his dreams to find him. That's why Sora woke up in Shibuya, and I think Riku woke up in Shinjuku, I'm not sure.
I hope that chair's comfortable. I mean, it couldn't even be a bed. It's just like, I would imagine after a while, I guess sleeping in a chair would be uncomfortable. I've never really done that. I've always slept in a bed. I just don't see myself... I don't imagine how I could personally fall asleep in a chair and kind of get away with it.
Okay. Well, like it's a crime or something. Huh.
This place.
This doesn't look like the final world.
Somebody turn on the flashlight on their phone. I can't see shit.
I'm all here.
This is definitively post Kingdom Hearts 3 now, just in case that wasn't obvious before. Alright, Aerith's voice actor for KH3, Andrea Bowen.
Oh no, he got sent into No Man's Sky. Now he's trying to find the center of the universe.
Hope he's installed all the patches and whatnot.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking need him. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Who's that?
Hey.
Where are you?
Over here!
I'm coming! Chosen one!
No, I didn't say come over.
I see you.
Oh lord, he coming. Surprise, fuckers!
This guy.
Hey. Aren't you?
You know me?
This is the equivalent of, like, me meeting Mario, I hope you
How
realise.
do you know that?
I guess this is what happens when Universe 6 and Universe 7 meet for the first time.
You may not be too far from the truth there, and I'm not even kidding.
You're Sora?
Huh? You know who I am?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've played all your games.
I've heard of you.
If you're here, then this can't be the real world, can it?
Maybe you're the dream.
Wait, that girl.
I don't know, that's getting a little philosophical again for my
You
taste.
are real after all.
This is implying that, you know the nameless star we met in the final
Are
world?
you done?
Hmm.
No. This isn't the real world.
I'll give you a moment to think about it, in case you forgot.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yes.
Okay, not the Nominee one, the other one with no name. I thought it was Marluxia's sister at first, but it may turn out to be the person Yozora was trying to save, the girl.
Because
I see.
I am Sora.
If you are who you say, and it was fate that brought us here, then my path is clear.
Oh, phew.
What?
Getting a little hardcore here, huh?
Yeah, just pulls out a gun. Not something you see that much in Kingdom Hearts.
Well, it's kind of a crossbow now?
Well, gotta get around the Peggy.
I must delete you to save myself.
It's not bad, but I think we can make a better battle arena.
Oh, I see. Oh, it turned into that one tower from the big Hero 6 world.
Not quite.
Oh god, the top of Square Enix.
Wait!
I accidentally wandered into this place, and went through some trials.
Reaper's game, baby.
I was told to save Sora.
Huh? Then what's with the weapon?
I was gonna kill you with it.
Time to end this.
Let's just say, it didn't go well. Here is what happens if you lose to Yozora the first time.
The first time?
Yep, there is a good and a bad ending.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, but I don't lose.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he's turned into a false C.
Exactly right, yeah.
Oh no, we can't be doing that, can we?
Nomura's revenge is sweet, but incomplete.
God, I hate Nomura's revenge.
I will save you.
You're sending mixed messages here, Yozora.
You have to play it 104 times to try again.
God, that would be the fucking worst. It's good to not lose. God. They put together like a sample of... Well, I'll explain that later. Now you have to actually pay attention. Who remembers Versus 13? I do.
I don't.
This is almost beat for beat the same cutscene.
Are we at Disney World yet? I know it's ironic, but...
I've been
having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
None of this makes sense to me.
You're losing me here.
Well, let's just say Nomura did have some things in mind at the start of the series, so let's stay tuned. Alright, now it's time to fight Yozora properly, and fuck if I have any strategies to detail here, because I haven't fought the guy myself, so let's enjoy the spectacle.
I've heard a few things about this fight, but again, I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I can. At this rate, like I said, I'm kind of disconnected from all of it, so whatever this means, who cares? I'm just here to see what's going on, I guess.
That's fine, mate. Like, who says you aren't allowed to, like, read the wiki and enjoy what's going on without actually playing the game?
Ah, well, I mean, they'll just have to fucking deal with it, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Anyway, what I was saying before, you know, Unexplained Mysteries or whatever with Jonathan Frakes?
Yes?
No, it was just a tweet that made me laugh. It was a collection of, like, you know how he says, like, nope, made it up.
Yeah,
pure
yeah,
fancy,
yeah.
etc. And he just said Yozora's battle quotes be like, nope, not this time. Can't touch this. And I guess the key to this battle is if it's red, you can block it. If it's blue, get the fuck out of town.
You know, there's some recent games that kind of do that, where they'll indicate whether or not an attack is blockable or not, and then you have to dodge it the other way, and they usually do that with, like, red and blue colors. Alright, that's a misuse of triangles. I don't think you've really sanctioned that.
Now, what's funny is this whole area is actually modelled you can be clipped out of bounds by Yuzora's attacks. Or I believe you can do it in data greeting as well. And you can just, like, fly around. And I feel like there was an interview where Nomura said there was going to be a world included in Remind, but it would be better suited for, like, the start of the next game or something. So maybe we will be going to Shibuya after all, who knows?
Well, I mean, it kind of gives me an echoes back to, like, you know, when the first Kingdom Hearts was ending and it was making callbacks to the original Twilight Town, you know, the blonde-haired kid that we thought was, like, a part. Yeah, no, I'm getting huge callbacks to that now. I mean, now especially it's a good time considering that this is basically setting up for that next saga, and he's hitting us with Disco. Again, not really feeling that, but alright.
Oh jeez, he activated the anti-grav.
I wonder if that means anti-grav's going to be a big thing coming up, like, you know, when the next game comes out.
Well, I mean, we can already, like, double jump and whatnot. Well, once we've re-unlocked it, of course.
That's true. I mean, now, I suppose one of the things that really has kept, you know, Kingdom Hearts going for so long is the ability to incur speculation. Because the way he writes and concludes his games is that they've always had this... They always raise more questions than they answer, and after a while that gets unsatisfying to me. I mean, I don't mind that to a degree, but then if you're just sitting there and you're never really bringing anything to a definite conclusion, why should I care? Because you're not really kind of summing it up in a satisfying way. I don't know what the fuck these are, by the way.
This is Titanfall 2, Gar. It's the most powerful mech magic around.
Oh, he's referencing those mechs from that trailer, okay.
Mm-hmm. You know, the ones that we actually use as toys in the toy books.
Oh, yeah. It's very telling, of course, that he has yet another form of a lightsaber.
Well, let's just call it a vibro blade and be done with it.
Vibro blade, gun blade. There's a lot of weird Japanese swords out there.
There sure are, mate. There sure are. So, thoughts on Remind as a whole as we go through this?
A lot of retreaded content. I did like some of the additions. I'm glad, you know, Kairi got some cool stuff to do. You know, like that one team-up attack with Axe on them was pretty neat. All the same, I still would have preferred more original side content. You know, like maybe kind of a more in-depth separate scenario that focused not just on retelling that particular bit, but maybe just, you know, taking place during that year where they're looking for Sora. You know, you have little missions you can do. I think that would have been way better.
Yeah, like, just call it 1 year later campaign or something. I don't know.
I mean, we can't rule that out. I mean, I don't know if they're going to make any more DLC for this game exactly.
They have said no explicitly, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't care.
Okay, well, they're explicitly working on, like, the next game now. Whether that's KH4, I don't know, but there's Dark Road, and then there's, like, another team working on another game, so...
Oh, we don't know about this other game yet.
Nope, but it will be coming sooner rather than later, because I imagine they'll just reuse the KH3 engine, because it's a perfectly great engine. You can just tweak it for what you need.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think at this point, now that they actually have a product out on the door, they can reuse, you know, at least the programming parts of it to kind of give us stuff a little quicker, because, you know, it took so long to count to 3. I hope counting to 4 is not going to be that long either.
Well, we'll see, I guess, mate. We'll see. As for me, I do agree with THD to a certain extent. Also, Yuzora has a move where he can steal stuff from you. And, yeah, goodbye, Keyblade.
Huh, that's interesting.
I think he can also steal, like, your Kupo coin and whatnot, so you want to be careful about that.
Well, I mean, you don't have a weapon right now. How do you deal with this?
You just run and pray. I believe you can still use magic and items, so that's good.
Okay, I guess after a while he has to drop it or something?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I agree to a certain extent with THD. I feel like more new content should have been put in the Remind campaign. You could have fast-forwarded through those organization fights and it wouldn't have made a lick of difference. I don't care if there's like one new move in there. It's just a bit slow, honestly. But the new stuff is great. The real meat of the DLC is the limit cut super bosses. So if you're the type of person who doesn't go in for that like me, maybe you won't get as much out of the DLC as like the team were hoping. but at the same time, you know, what's there is good. These are some of the best super bosses from what I've seen, eclipsing some of the stuff in KHG Final Mix, and data greeting is just a fun addition. And that's why, even going into all the tweaks and like new abilities and whatnot. So, in conclusion, I feel like if it were $10 cheaper, a lot more people would be fine with it. But as is, it seems a little bit overpriced.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't particularly feel bad that I did not spend the money on this. And trust me, it's legit not always from the fact that I just don't like Kingdom Hearts a lot these days. I'm looking for value here. And it just didn't really seem like it had the value for me, especially now that I've sat here, I've watched these cutscenes, and a lot of them are just kind of repeating the same shit over and over. So, you know, I definitely agree with you on some points. If it was more meaty, original side content, I'd be a little bit more inclined to do that. And really, I think that's what they should still kind of focus on going forward. We want to... I understand they have their pretentious bullshit story they have to tell, but if you're gonna give us a good original gameplay and original scenarios, I think that's more forgiving, and that would be worth, you know, more of your time.
Well, not far off now, and KZ will have scored a win. Thank you once again for this, mate. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, because sure shit, Tom and I weren't gonna fucking do it.
Well, take me, times it by 4. That's the amount of shit THD did not give for recording.
Pretty much. So, no, I do appreciate it, spending the time to kind of get this for us, so we can put this Kingdom Hearts 3 beast to bed.
And then they come out with, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Road Prologue Mixed Edition, the 3rd.
El Blanco Grande.
Esto SL Finn, Xehanort.
God, that's just... Well, no, I think I would still like that a little better.
Recall him Grand Padre, it works. Okay, you need to stop psychokinetically throwing your sword at me, okay?
Well, do that more, though. That's still a cool attack.
Oh, is it? Here, the coup de grace. See ya.
Yeah, I don't lose. Fucking suck it.
Lovely jubbly. So yeah, we hope you guys have enjoyed the Remind banter. I enjoyed the DLC as a whole. Even having watched the whole thing via like KZ and others before I played it, I still enjoyed it a lot. And I'm actually very excited for what the future of Kingdom Hearts holds. Just going off like this alternate universe shit. You could very easily say Yozora is an alternate Sora if you look at things.
Never mind.
I told you, Universe 7 and Universe 6 meeting up.
So yeah, let's see what the good ending entails.
Good?
Oh, it's pretty.
Oh, I was here already, huh?
Well, I haven't disappeared from the world just yet, so that's a good thing.
It's the PlayStation 2 loading screen.
Commander.
Pay attention here.
Impressive, is it not?
What's Luxord doing here?
Wait, was that him?
That was Luxord's voice actor. I don't know if it's him specifically.
Huh.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
Yeah, well, I picked red, and I destroyed the Reaper, so I'm gonna stick with that ending, thanks.
Excellent work, Dylan. You did us Disney-loving guys proud. Alright guys, that's it from Remind. We'll see you later for another HFC playthrough. Bye-bye.